Welcome to our tub. Come on in. It's warm inside, and there's always room for more.
This podcast contains adult material and is intended for mature audiences only. If you're under 18, grab your rubber ducky and find another tub. This one's not for you. Hello and welcome back in the tub for episode 203. I'm Mr. Berg.
And I'm Mrs. Berg.
And this episode, well, as we continue our gear up for award season and for AVN specifically, we have a special guest once again joining us in the second half of the show. A newcomer to the industry and an award nominee within AVN. But before that, we're just gonna, well, it seems like everyone on social media is doing these year in review and recaps. So we're just going to take some time and reflect on 2025. As much as there are points we don't want to reflect on, there are definitely great points of the year as well. So it's definitely been a roller coaster of a year for us. So sit back, relax, and enjoy episode 203.
You gotta quit choosing in the hot tub. Don't make it the water all fucking gross. You gotta quit choosing in the hot tub. I don't wanna be doing it through. I got fight my rage. Put your students far away.
Well, in the tub, 2025 year in review. There's definitely a lot that went on this past year.
Yes. Goods and bads, ups and downs.
Yeah. As we, what better way to kind of reminisce and go back across the year? We hopped onto the Twitter timeline.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. So it really has. As we said, it's episode 203. So 2025 was, we pretty much ended it with episode 200.
Mm-hmm.
Which, from our end, I think we spoke about it then. The fact of doing that much was never, I don't know that we ever, either one of us ever thought about it, really, when we started this pretty much 4 years ago. Pretty damn close to 4 years ago to today, if you think about it.
Mm-hmm.
And, it's, every year's been a journey. This one's, again, fun times. As we look down through the timeline and just, the performers that joined us on the show, just great people. We made so many wonderful friends,
Mm-hmm.
some returning that hadn't been on in quite a while.
Yeah.
I look back at the full-length Ray episode. I think when we looked at it, she was on originally back in like the 40s.
I think so, yeah.
And we've built a friendship with her over the years at Exotica's. And when she had said, hey, I'd like to be on the show once again, it was good to have her back. And really great just to see where her career's come from.
Mm-hmm.
Like how she has progressed from the start. All of the friends.
Yeah.
As this year we had 4 Exoticas.
Wow, yeah.
First time since we've been doing this.
Mm-hmm.
Chicago in April, which has become kind of a standard for us. Chicago's always a pretty fun time.
Yeah.
Location-wise. And Chicago this year really was busy for us.
Yeah, what did we, 3 full-length episodes we recorded and all of our Dip Your Toes segments?
Yeah. So we definitely got some work done. We did those 3 separate interviews within the hotel.
Mm-hmm.
And really were able to get a lot of things accomplished and was good.
Yep.
So, that really is, it's kind of that culmination of just the help that the PR agents have been.
Mm-hmm.
As well. We definitely, we thank them prior to our interviews. And, I guess we feel like we've built a pretty good relationship to where these agents are comfortable scheduling and referring their clients to us to sit and have a conversation. So that's good. Again, after so long, you can't take anything for granted. And, this year has continued to grow. So we had Chicago.
Right. And we've also had some newer to us PR agents that have started to send
Sure.
their clients our way.
have reached out. It's word of mouth.
Right.
So again, that's always great. It really helps what we bring, and the opportunities that we have. So we can't thank them enough. Gosh, we hit Exotica Miami.
Yeah. In the end of
June, beginning of July.
Ooh, that was a warm one.
It was a tough one. I mean, that wasn't too far out of surgery number 1 for me, but it was a good time. Unique location. I mean, I didn't really mind the location. It was all right. It would have been better if the air conditioning in the hotel had been working.
Definitely.
A little sweaty. It's pretty rough when Mrs. says it's too hot. And that was the case. But
it's better than that one. It's always better than that one picture that you have there that shows your car dashboard saying -3.
Oh yeah, that's and that's kind of where we are at this point now. We had some of our affiliates that were part of the show. Motor Bunny. Those guys, we've kind of been discussing them for a while. Test drove a new toy launch from them this past year. And just an all-around great company. Those that do know, and even those that don't, on our site, there is a link. You get a percentage off of your purchases. Anything Motor Bunny, whether it be the toy itself, any attachments, any accessories. So, make sure you show them some love. Good product. As we continue, and see there we go. There's Ray right there. Veterans, Tiffany Million, veteran from back in the day when I started watching adult entertainment legally. And again, we look at, here's all these Exotica Miami. Miami was fun. Then we got into Jersey. Jersey was Jersey. I like
Jersey's what the one we started going to when we started attending them. So
8 years strong in Jersey.
Yeah,
at least.
mean, I guess you could say we got a soft spot for Jersey.
Yeah, the home away from home. So that one was definitely a good time, as always.
Yeah,
and then
made a trip to Canada somewhere. In what was it? In between? Would have been in between
Chicago and Miami. Yeah. We spent some time and explored the X Club in Mississauga, outside of Toronto. Made some friends. Went up there with friends of the show, Cheetah and Angel, and we had a great time. Made some new friends. Explored a new lifestyle club. The club was phenomenal. I loved that. At some point in time, we'll look to make another trip back up there, but it'll definitely be once the snow stops.
Right.
So, that's worth being on your list.
Yeah, I think we're still in the middle of some Miami pictures there.
Yeah, we're still in the middle. Yeah, and when we were in Miami, we made a trip and spent a few days at Secrets in Kissimmee, Florida. Really fun resort. Enjoyed it. Bartenders were great. The amenities were great. It was clean. Food was good. Overall, just a really fun. They do day passes. You don't have to stay for the night. Although their rooms were extremely reasonably priced to go down there and spend some time.
Yep. You did a couple of pig roasts
Yeah, a couple. Yeah, a
in
couple
there in
pig
between
there.
everything.
I mean, and we just kind of continue. Now we're back into Jersey, and again that the fun and some of the things that happened there. Rough spot of the passing of my father after 3 surgeries. That was that was a tough time. Ended the year pretty tough.
Mm-hmm.
But again, we're right back here and adding more new faces to the show.
And closed out the year with episode 200 and catching up with our good friend and mentor, Dick Dangle.
Yeah. It took some time out there. And again, new faces. For those listening and have seen social media, probably did see some new faces within some of our posts.
Mm-hmm.
Mainly ours.
Yeah.
So
mainly ours.
As we've had,
we do exist.
Yes,
we are real.
As we've had some changes within careers, and just it was time. So that's us. That's who we are.
Yeah.
And
no more emoji stickers.
No more goofy ass glasses. So,
which means I better make sure that my face is presentable in pictures now.
It always is. It's just a matter of which faces, which facial expressions are on.
Well, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Keep your eyes open now.
My eyes open and my mouth closed.
I mean, hey, whatever. It all depends on what the pictures are.
Well, yeah.
So that was 2025. It really seemed to go by quick. We had a great time.
Mm-hmm. In some ways, it was a good riddance. In other ways, it was, holy shit, how did we get here?
Mm-hmm.
So in some ways, it was, it can only go up from here.
Exactly. Yeah. What changes? What is new? What is different? Well, we've discussed quite a few things moving into 2026. The show is now on YouTube podcast, on the podcast channel.
Mm-hmm.
There's a very good chance we've had discussions that you may start seeing video episodes of the show very soon. Working on some of that.
Mm-hmm.
And
that's a whole nother ball game.
Yeah, it's going to be a little bit of work trying to figure out how that is. When it does come up, it won't be every episode. There'll probably be more of a special episode every other week or once a month that will come out and will be on YouTube. Possibly a few other platforms, and working on some of the back end stuff to have that housed within our website as well.
Mm.
But yep, there's a little bit of work. There's a little bit of training and some information there. There's a few websites out there that assist with that editing.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a few editing programs. So that's one of my works. That's what I am doing currently. So again, it's moving forward and seeing what may be the next for this show.
Mm-hmm.
But as we kind of do this recap, want to definitely thank all the listeners, everybody that tunes in, social media followers,
all the performers and creators who have taken the time to sit down and have conversations with us.
Yep. That have become friends,
mm-hmm.
That continue to reach out, that we talk to, on whether it's a regular basis, a semi-regular basis. From our standpoint, we've said it before, never imagined that it would be what it is.
Mm-hmm.
And that really we've been welcomed as part of and become part of, the family that's adult
mm-hmm.
entertainment.
Yeah. And thank you to the PR agents who continue
mm-hmm.
to send their clients our way.
Yeah. Everybody at Exotica, all those people that run that show. A lot of work goes into it. There's a great bunch of people there. That that it's become a family there as well.
Yeah.
Both on the floor and behind the scenes. So, and late night, if I make it.
Some nights later than others.
Exactly. Yeah. Some nights to mornings. But I think with that recap, it's about time to take a short break and get ready for our special guest in the second half. Thank you to Don Juan DeMarco, this performer. And we have, and if you look back over the years, we have not been joined by many male performers.
Yeah,
we can essentially count them on our hand. When you look at over 200 episodes, we can count the male performers on one hand. So it's always great to just sit down and have a conversation with a male performer as well. Our guest is newer to the industry. He's nominated for a few awards this award season. Again, as we say, award season, be sure you're getting on and getting your votes in. AVN nomination or AVN award voting is open until January 24th at avnawards.com. So, again, we're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we are joined by BossMane Dre. All right. Welcome back in the tub for this segment. As we said, we have a very special guest with us. Thank Don Juan DeMarco for bringing our next guest into the tub to have a conversation. A newcomer to the industry. In that short time, already nominated for a few awards out there. So definitely has made an impact within the industry from his start. We're pleased to have him here with us to talk about that start, where he is now, and, well, what may lie in the future. So please take a minute and welcome BossMane Dre to the show. How are you today?
Doing good. Just blessed to kind of be in this position. Yep.
And I could imagine that, as we said, very short time in the industry, and already getting some accolades out there across multiple platforms. So as we get comfortable and get ready to start our conversation, can you let the listeners know where can they find you online and on social media?
Yes. Instagram is going to be at DRE_GOT_EM. Dre got him. Twitter is going to be Drizzy Dre 90 DRIZZY_DRE_9090. So and if all else fail, you can always Google BossMane Dre. Things just gonna pop up for sure. Same thing on OnlyFans.
Yeah, and really in the world of Google, sometimes that is the easiest thing to do because social medias can flip and change so fast.
Yes.
But Google is kind of that fail safe. Go there and you're bound to find it. Awesome. Well, again, we thank you for taking some time to really share who it is you are and for us to get to know you and share that with our listeners. So less than a year in the industry. When you got started, what was the kind of light bulb that said, "Hey, let me kind of give something like this a try"?
I kind of came in being a content creator. I was actually doing like music and then content and just normal regular content, TikTok, things of that nature. And then I kind of started with a content partner, and then she was like, maybe you should start taking your clothes off. She was already involved in the OnlyFans and that realm of it. So me is like maybe you should start taking clothes off. You're like, and I'm like, well, you think it's gonna work? And you're like, well, yeah, it's definitely gonna work. So from there, it's like, all right, say less. So I started with my content partner and actually doing solos, and then from there, once we parted ways, I kind of took the industry, still being able to be a content creator, but I started to get, with less than this year, been, taking the industry more serious.
And that is to make that jump. What was that like?
You really got to be fearless and knowledgeable at the same time. So it's like you can't be ignorant, but you have to be kind of fearless and be sure of yourself. And like I said, I came in being a content creator, and that's kind of part of being that. Just putting your content out there, period. And then by the time you start taking your clothes off, it's like people will let you know if they like it or not. Very very soon. If nobody says nothing, that's a problem.
And not wrong, but at the same time, we've over the years of doing this show and just being viewers ourselves, there's a niche and something out there really for everyone. So it's about finding your crowd.
Right.
So as you kind of developed and made that step from content creator and got into mainstream. So again, as we said, just right around that year, a little over a year, you have you're right around 6 or so mainstream appearances at this point.
Yes, or more at this point. So, yeah, it's just definitely me being a content creator helped me out and giving me leverage and having a fan base. And because, like I said, most of this time is the fan base speaking for me, and the directors and production companies like, well, let's give them a shot, and it's kind of like just being able to have that organic fan base from just being a content creator and doing OnlyFans.
And already having your name out, sure. So what was that transition like for you?
That transition was like I had time to really understand myself, because as a male talent, you really got to know yourself. You got to understand yourself, know what you could do, know what you can do. And that's just the good thing about me taking time and actually creating content before, not just a guy stepping on set that never really been on camera. You know what I'm saying? So like, sometimes that certain part of content creating, you do work with people that you don't know necessarily, but extra production set, it's like next level. It's like you step in paperwork, like makeup, she's makeup director, like, so it's really like, so that's kind of like it's straightforward. So
And
There's people all up in your junk that
yeah.
aren't there otherwise.
yeah, and it's funny because we've people, even friends here, they know of the show and they're like, oh man, so like, what do you think it would be to do that? Like, man, you got to think about that. Like, if you're home with your wife, your girlfriend, or whatever, it's the two of you. You go on to set, there's 15 or 20 people sometimes watching you. Boy,
Right.
from a guy's standpoint, you better know yourself and be able to.
Right. You have to be sure. You have to be sure of yourself, and at the same time, know yourself and understand what you could do, you can't do, and you really got to be able to zone out too. You got to be able to, because like at some point, it's like nobody's in the room. It's you and what you're doing, and you got to focus on that, because if you don't execute, you won't get no. You won't get no phone call back. You might not even get paid if you don't really like execute what you're supposed to do. So they might say, you know what, we bring another guy in.
Yeah,
It's okay.
and yeah, that from part of that job, if you can't perform the job, and it happens. I mean, we've been swingers now for 18 years. Well, it's okay sometimes, but then there's been instances where it's been a larger group, and it's just like, hey, like, this is kind of hot. Like, what's going on down there? Oh, absolutely nothing. Oh, okay. You better know. You better be prepared. There's a lot of. It's not just the physical from a male standpoint. It's a lot of mental.
Yeah, all mental. Yeah.
So again, just to be able to kind of make that jump is, it says a lot about the mental control, your thought process and knowing yourself. Now with that, as we go back to the content creation side, and as you continue to work there, the scenes and what you put out there for your fans, what do they look like? What can someone expect when they come to, say, your OnlyFans site?
A world of ecstasy, passion, erotic. It's a different world. It's a community, and for human beings, period. I provide access to a place where you can fulfill your needs. You can get away. You can break away from normal life, and that ecstasy. I can provide that. I do live streaming. I provide all aspects of sex, that I'm comfortable with. But for the most part, I give something that I feel like everybody could take from, everybody could enjoy, can experience. Like I said, I'm one of those people definitely flourishing and doing well within that community, building my own community. So just a different community, BossMane Dre's world, like community of ecstasy and passion and just getting away from normal life.
That that description is pretty deep,
Oh
but
yeah.
but good because other people. Hey, look, we're just you know we're having fun and they can go, but it's almost that description has me in my mind. I'm going. It's an immersive experience
Yeah.
to gain a wide fan base as well. As I said earlier, there's a niche for everyone in the industry. You just need to find it. So from the aspect of catering to a wide fan base, you're providing someone with a little bit of everything, even from a mental standpoint.
Yes. Yes,
Awesome.
even from a mental standpoint, everything that I'm comfortable with doing. But like I said, group, boy, girl, boy, girl, foot fetish, muscle fetish, people love the way I talk. I do live stream. I do customs. Send pieces of my underwear, just different things, different levels, layers. Some people just want to talk. At that stage, just provide that experience. So yeah,
And I mean, I'll say there is a lot to even from the mental and just the conversation piece. Uh, the accent, the Southern accent, draws
yes,
people. I mean, I know myself. If I, for me, it's an Australian type accent. I'm just like, oh, I'm in fucking love. Okay, I'm done. It's over. But
yeah,
so to be able to play off of all everything you have in your toolbox, I guess, for lack
yeah.
of better terms, that's great for you, as a content creator as well, to continue to grow that
Oh
and
yeah, for
realizing you
sure.
have it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Nice. So with all of that, so now you're mainstream, you have your content. Who's BossMane Dre off camera? Like what? How do you unwind? We're talking about mentally and connecting with mental people. So what is your mental well-being? What does mental health control look like for you? We talk about that a lot with people.
Yeah, for sure. I'm Louisiana Creole in my culture, so kind of like outside food, people, and for me building that community within my OnlyFans, it gives me kind of leverage because peace of mind. I can work with people that I want to work with in some sense. So like for as my work, I'm not so overwhelmed mentally that when it's time to unwind, it's not like a big jump. It's not a far because like I said, I had me going to work and I had an amazing experience with somebody that I work. Of course, I most likely don't know them, but made them comfortable. We worked, and I got off. It's like no tension when I'm having to take jobs that don't feel comfortable doing because I built community on my own independently. So like away from work is just relaxing, family, food, music, just the culture, Louisiana. So like I said, I'm still living out here. You know what I'm saying? So like for the most part, it's just experiencing that. And now it's good now. It's not hot out here, so like it's you so like you go out, go out a little bit, experience different things, learn more about blues, jazz, so.
And that culture has always kind of intrigued me. It's still a bucket list area for us, but it's funny you say, yeah, it's not really hot here. It's not bad. It's funny because we got, as we talked before, I have a friend that lives in your area that works up here in Pittsburgh, and literally 2 weeks ago he came back. It was 10 degrees. He flew back. He was here for a day and was like, this is some shit. I'm gone. I'm going back home for the rest of the year. He parked his truck. He got on a plane and he went back to Louisiana. He's like, nah, I ain't playing this shit.
Yeah, you're never gonna get that cold out here. But like, yeah. So yeah, it's a culture in itself that people are still learning about, and that's kind of like me coming in this industry, and people still like intrigued, like in everything, entertainment period, and just the world is still intrigued on that culture because it's still something that people are learning that it is a culture. Some people didn't notice it at first, but now it's like, okay, now those people are different down there.
Yeah.
So
and yeah, the music, the food, just the people, everything is a gathering of friends.
Yeah.
So awesome. But again, too, and that's your culture, your upbringing that really is able to ground you. Because again, as you continue to go, it's great to be able to stay in that area you're comfortable with and be able to travel when you need to.
Right.
For work and for the mainstream world, because as we know, I mean, unfortunately, mainstream production is Vegas, LA, Miami. Where else you going? A little bit in New York, but unless you're in those hot spots, you got to get on a plane and go somewhere.
Oh, you got to get on the plane.
But the content creation world is great because there are a lot of those content creators all over the country now.
Right.
That's really kind of what brought it. So, as you said, you were doing content creation prior to the industry. What type of stuff were you doing there?
For the most part, I had a content partner, and I started to do the solos, and my solos did well. And now I'm starting to like think now it's starting to make sense because me talking and of course my performance was great, but it's something that was just kind of like refreshing, kind of new, and some male talents didn't do solos. All male talents don't do solos, but I came in and understanding the business, and that what kind of like gave me a different fan base and kind of wrapped everything together because of course I had a content partner. And me and her was, doing the ball girl scenes and stuff like that and mixing it up. And then from there, an agent reached out and like, man, you think, reached out and he was like, you ever thought about like porn? I'm like, you think I could do it? He's like, hell yeah. I'm like, all right, let's go. So from there, I just got my first like booking and just went from there and just never looked back. So yeah.
Just keep moving.
Yeah, it just kept moving.
So as we said as well, award nominations. Right now, you are nominated for XBiz, Favorite Male Newcomer, correct?
Oh,
and
I don't know.
And then at AVN as well.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so I don't know about the XBiz, but I know for sure the AVN. But yes, that's and you know what? I owe it all to the women. Really, I'm never bigger than like the program, so. I was in a good situation where I had some seasoned female talent that just blessed my game, and just decided to work with me like collectively. At this point they know each other. You know what I'm saying? I'm the new guy. I can strike out with one and just the rest of them be like, you know what? We ain't gonna give them a chance. But I kept executing properly. I worked efficiently, and I was able to work with some great female talents that I feel like was able to aid in me getting nominated.
And that's awesome. It though as well shows your level of professionalism as a person, because just as you just said, you work with one, it doesn't take very long for word to move. Yeah, no, it wasn't that great of a scene, whatever it might be.
Oh yeah.
And then you're like, oh man, then you start striking out. So as you're growing with bigger name content creators as the quote unquote new guy, that just says so much for you as a person. So that's
Yeah,
awesome.
for sure. Yeah, for sure.
So you planning on being out in Vegas for AVN?
Oh yeah, I plan on being out AVN and XBiz. Good things are always happen when good things always happen when I just show my face and organically. Because a lot of these female talents, especially the ones in mainstream, they don't need to collab. Like if they don't want to, I think it's all energy based, and I feel like my last run of female talents that I work with, I actually kind of met them. Most of them I met them first. Like, and it was just like a small introduction. And they was like, all right, they can kind of feel the vibe, energy, like, all right, I think I should work with him. So from there, I kind of like doubled back and, took the Vegas trips and LA trips on behind that. So I feel like definitely show my face and just, introduce myself as a,
Awesome.
as a new talent.
Sure. So will this be your first time at those conventions? Will you be signing for anyone?
Very first time.
Okay.
I actually be kind of like moving as like an independent.
Okay.
So I might be signing, I believe, but this is my first time as XBiz and first time AVN. So yeah, I just don't know what to expect. I guess.
And we've not been to either.
You're right.
We're actually going out to AVN this year for the first time.
Yeah.
And we've
We're
always
not
done
sure what to expect either.
yeah, we've talked to so many friends and it's like, oh, okay, we'll see. We do an East Coast circuit of conventions. It's called Exotica.
Yeah. I kind of like went to Exotica this past Exotica in New Jersey for like one day.
Okay.
I ended up having a booking, but I ended up going. So I kind of got to experience it, and I went to the actual nominations party for XBiz and AVN.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, so I kind of went out there and yeah, it's kind of like come full circle because I'm traveling from Louisiana to go out there just for me to get nominated. Like, all right, it's kind of cool because other than that, I'll just be there. But like, nah, I went out there for a reason. So all the directors and talents that I met is like, okay, I can see them again as nominated, as being nominated now.
And there
And even just the nomination is that like, okay, you see me.
Right.
When people are appreciating what you're doing and what you're putting out there, it's, we've had a lot of performers that we've interviewed and we're friends with that are like, you know what, it's nice to win, but the nomination is pretty damn cool too.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah, because it gives you that validation. All right, I'm doing something right.
Right, especially in the content creator world when it's kind of like wide, pandemic. I feel like pandemic, and I actually started after the pandemic. So, but like a lot of people came in doing content creation now. It's kind of wide range. So to actually be acknowledged as a creator, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's a good feeling.
Yeah, you're right because that is a huge pool.
Yeah.
And it has it's thinned out to, and again, even that shows coming in after the pandemic when it was oversaturated and it's thinned out, and you came in afterwards and still made that name for yourself.
Oh yeah, for sure. So that's kind of like coming full circle.
Yeah. So as we were kind of researching prior to the interview, some things popped up and we just was there music in your background previously as well?
Oh yeah. So initially, me starting actually doing just content creation and just regular content creation, not anything sexual, just regular content creation. I was actually just monetizing my music, meaning I'm making music and I'm just doing TikToks and like reels on my own music, and from there, actually just build a fan base. So people already knew me before I started taking my clothes off. So that's kind of like helpful in the content creator world. Oh, you got OnlyFans now? So now it's like that turnover, I don't have to like, I can just scale from there. I don't have to like, you know what I'm saying, like meet new people, and of course the people gonna come, but a lot of times it's helpful being, having a fan base already. Once you get into it,
Yeah. Already having something in the pocket, without a doubt.
I already got something. Yeah, you don't have to start from zero. It's tough to start from zero, and, because like I said, start slow. So you starting slow. So versus just take your clothes off. That's a fast way to start.
Yeah. 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 That's going all in for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. So yeah, see, so
So the music side, was that always a passion of yours?
it wasn't necessarily a passion. It was like it's still a part of my culture. So it was something that as an more of an investment. At the time, I feel like I looked the part, and I have this unique voice, and I'm still learning to use it, and utilize it. So I got into music, and it's crazy how just that music led to this, and I can still go back and do the music at any given time. And just like people know me from music that started off being my fans or subscribers or OnlyFans, now the people that's my fans, subscribers, or OnlyFans, I can get them to be music fans. So it's kind of like everything's kind of coming, if I chose to, go that route and be the face. But like I said, I'm a creative person. I feel like being creative is one of my gifts. On top of me having a distinct voice, and I can always like write. So yeah, for sure.
Nice. And that's having something, even from your standpoint, if it's a relax too, and hey, you know what, I'm just going to kind of write or go back to music just
Oh
to
yeah.
take a break from something.
Oh, oh
Awesome.
yeah. Yes, definitely a stress reliever. Stress reliever, and just to put something out there and just to create that kind of content where it's just normal, just relaxing. And like I said, depending on how I'm feeling, depending on if I can just write a song, put it out, it might be I might create something for somebody else to sing or rap, so or play. So that would definitely be definitely a stress reliever.
Yeah. So ultimately, there's two sides, and you got fan bases on both sides, but they can intermix, as you had
Oh,
said, which is
oh
great.
yeah. They're intermixing and all that go hand in hand in the entertainment space. And I do a little modeling and and things of that nature. So and you never know, that might lead to acting. So it just everything just meshed together. So I had a few opportunities. So just putting myself, BossMane Dre, as a brand, and just putting it out there. It's pretty helpful.
Yeah. And yeah, if it's a multifaceted brand and it's you, it gives fans a different aspect and a different view of you
Yep.
as a person. So that's awesome. So from the mainstream side of your life, do you have visions, goals, aspirations as we move into 2026 and coming off of the first, nominations and the first award shows and everything? What's 2026 look like for you? What is your vision of it?
My vision is to keep building with the female talents that I worked with before. Keep building and working with them, working with new talents, building a stronger brand collectively versus all my platforms. Definitely want to get Urban X. So
Okay.
Urban
Yep.
X. So definitely want to get the attention of Urban X. And for the most part, just be a great performer. So make great safe for work content and travel to the adult space where I'm just unique guy, Boss Man Dre, the new talent that's just great performer. That's what I want to be known for, great performer and just a gentleman, real player, like a real person that just knows how to move, knows how to talk. That's it. Does business well.
And that end part right there goes such a long way, and we can say that in our time in the media side of this industry, like yes, there's always going to be stigma within the industry, but we have met and become friends with true, honest, great human beings in this industry. And to be one of them is, and part of that family and known as one of those, hey, this is someone you want to work with, it is huge.
Right.
So that's awesome. You know, would definitely look forward to the continued growth of you and of you having fun and being yourself.
Oh yeah.
So from the content side of things, that is going to continue, we would assume. But where is, you have many vids and OnlyFans, correct? Is there other platforms?
Many vids, OnlyFans, probably beginning to scale. Probably like a loyal fans or Fansly. But for the most part, I want to create a platform on the, and I'm about to figure out a way for the Pornhub. You know, I'm from Louisiana, so like, but just create a platform on those scale, you know, my X videos and on those kind of platforms. You know, that's kind of like more make everything, my content creation, take it a step further and putting it on those platforms and making me, you know, helpful for my mainstream, giving me notoriety and just giving me, you know, just more leverage in these, you know, these kind of like what directors want to see, you know, putting myself out there, you know, who they want to book, who they want to see, you know, because like I said, most of the times, people are not going to subscribe to your page to look at your work. You know, Twitter is a good marketing tool, but like I said, me putting myself on these platforms where I could just be seen, other than my bookings. So yeah.
There's only so much you can put on Twitter without getting in trouble.
Oh yeah. Without getting in trouble, or I get in trouble, or just, you know, you losing money at this point. You know, just putting
Exactly,
Right.
without a doubt. That's what I was going to say.
putting
Yeah,
too much. You know.
Yeah. Don't put Twitter. Got to be a little bit of a tease, so you're making money on this on these platforms too.
Right.
Like, hey, come on, that's the name of the game.
Right. So definitely scale myself on the adult sites, you know what I'm saying, as a brand. Definitely
Awesome.
scale myself
Yeah.
adult sites.
Awesome.
So that's where I want to
Yeah.
go with it.
And again, just, you know, from conversation, you know, a great plan. You've already kind of, you know, put some roots down and are growing that. If you're out in LA and Vegas in January, that again is a huge networking opportunity. And yeah, you know, see what, it's a new year. Let's see where it takes you for sure. So,
Sure.
you know, we don't want to keep you much longer. We appreciate this conversation. It was great getting to know more about you. We look forward to getting the chance to meet you out in Vegas this year, as we're heading out, and it's always nice to people that we talk to that we may not have met over the years, meeting face to face. And getting a chance to say, hey, you know, this is us in the flesh, and you know, again, wish you the best. Before we get going, can you let everyone know one more time, where can they find you online and on social media?
BossMane Dre. My Instagram is DRE_GOT_EM. Twitter is DRIZZY_DRE_90. Drizzy Dre 90 on Twitter. Like I said, on TikTok and every other platform, just look up BossMane Dre, just how it's said, BossMane as well as on OnlyFans. Like I said, them scaling all other platforms. Yeah, hit that. Don't be afraid to Google BossMane Dre and just all my platforms, everything I have to offer. Like I said, and if you go to my Instagram and click those links or anywhere else, you can see that very fascinating person, a model, involved myself in real estate. You know, you might find yourself in the area. You can definitely book my place. You know what I'm saying? So, yes, BossMane Dre. Yes.
Definitely a lot going on. You know, keep an eye out. We're coming into a new year, so we're sure there's going to be some new great stuff coming out on these platforms.
Yes.
Sure, there's some more mainstream new stuff coming for this year. So again, best of luck to you and your career. We're looking forward to watching you continue to grow and watch your brand continue to grow.
Yes.
Over time. So again, we appreciate it. Thank you for your time. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Well, wrapping up another fun conversation. Someone new with the industry, very well spoken, very professional. Watching his scenes, he's taken to the industry very quickly. The nominations show it. We really enjoyed getting to know him. Had a lot of conversations afterwards. As he shared, being from Louisiana, that's one area of the country that we've never spent any time in, but has always been one of those areas for myself from a food background, culture background. I'd love to get to and spend some time. After the recording, we discussed food and music and some other things after that pretty extensively. So again, there was definitely a connection from where he comes from, and just that, boy, I'd love to just spend some time down there. But again, it was great. He's going to be out at both conventions and award shows. So we may get a chance to meet him here in a few weeks. But again, as we said, continue to keep voting every day. You get 5 votes a day per category at avnawards.com. And I think with that, it's time to call episode 203 a wrap.
That's a wrap, folks.
Don't forget to follow us on our social medias. Berg Couple for Fun on Twitter and Instagram. The Bergs on Facebook and Reddit. OnlyFans
Yeah.
what's the OnlyFans? There's 2 of them.
There are.
Did you? Yeah, I remember that one. There's 2 of them. So there is ours. Is Berg Couple for Fun. But then,
Yes.
Mrs. has her own.
That's right.
Oh. And that is
Mrs. Berg.
all right. So you can catch us there as well. You can hit us up on email, thebergs@inartub.com.
Right?
Our website is inartub.com.
Catch us on Free Swap or
Full.
Yeah, full Free Swap, Full Swap Radio.
I mean,
See, you asked me if I remember my
Free
lines.
for all swap. I mean, hey.
On
more the
Full Swap
merrier.
Radio.
Yes. Monday at 9 and Fridays at 1. And hey, keep an eye out on those social medias that's where our travel plans and the upcoming where we gonna be is gonna be. So, with that, remember to pay for your porn. Support all the wonderful, beautiful content creators and performers that we have on this show, that we know within the industry. Take care of yourself, mental health. Do what makes you keep ticking and being yourself. Remember to wrap it before you tap it. Lick it before you stick it. And until next time.
We'll keep the lights on and the tub warm for you.